Welcome to Exam Sale. In this script we break down the syllabus for the HPE Aruba Certified ClearPass Professional ACCP V6.7 exam so you know exactly what to study and why. This exam is divided into 6 domains with exact weights you must master. Guest and web authentication is 22%. ClearPass advanced features is 21%. ClearPass operations is 18%. Posture is 14%. Profiling is 13%, and device onboarding is 12%. The assessment includes scenario-based, hands-on, and conceptual questions across these areas, so balance theory and lab practice. Guest and web authentication carries 22% of the exam and focuses on configuring guest access workflows including self-registration and portal customization. You will learn to design guest self-registration pages, build web login flows for authenticated access, and implement MAC caching for seamless reconnection. The syllabus also covers guest operator profiles and skins, sponsorship and approval workflows, account expiration and cleanup, plus social login and OAuth 2.0 integration. This domain is medium difficulty, estimated at 12 hours of study, and assessed with scenario-based questions. ClearPass Advanced Features makes up 21% of the exam and covers advanced administration like clustering, licensing, and system integration. Expect to configure publisher and subscriber relationships, implement a virtual IP for failover, and manage licensing across a cluster. You will also learn to optimize replication traffic, deploy ClearPass Insight for reporting, use ClearPass extensions for external integration, execute system backups and restores, and use the API Explorer for RESTful access. This is a hard domain with about 15 hours of study and scenario-based assessments. ClearPass Operations is 18% and teaches core policy logic, authentication sources, and service construction. Candidates will define service rules and matching conditions, configure authentication and authorization sources including Active Directory and LDAP, and design role mapping policies for granular control. You will also configure enforcement profiles, troubleshoot access with Access Tracker, and analyze radius and TACX plus protocol exchanges for problem resolution. This medium difficulty area requires roughly 10 hours of study and includes both conceptual and scenario-based questions. Posture accounts for 14% and focuses on endpoint health validation and remediation using OnGuard. You will configure persistent and dissolvable agents, define health classes and posture policies, and implement OS and application-specific health checks. The syllabus includes remediation messages and scripts, the agentless web-based health check, posture tokens and session restrictions, and integration with external MDM providers. This hard domain is hands-on and conceptual, estimated at 10 hours of learning. Profiling is 13% and teaches how to discover and categorize network devices based on behavior. Expect to enable profiling services and collectors, configure DHCP, SNMP, and HTTP fingerprinting, and manage the endpoint database and classification. You will learn to create custom profiling attributes, set profiler-based enforcement actions, implement IFMEP and subnet scanning, and troubleshoot device category mismatches for accurate classification. This medium difficulty domain is estimated at 8 hours of study and combines conceptual and scenario-based assessment. Device onboarding represents 12% and covers BYOD certificate-based authentication and client provisioning. You will configure the ClearPass Onboard Certificate Authority, design onboarding provisioning settings, and implement single SSO versus dual SSO workflows for client access. The syllabus also includes device-specific provisioning profiles, certificate revocation and expiration management, client-side onboarding procedures, and integration of Onboard with Microsoft PKI. This is a hard, hands-on and conceptual domain with about 10 hours of study. That wraps up the ACCP V6.7 syllabus breakdown. Use the domain weights to prioritize study, combine lab practice with scenario review, and aim to cover the listed topics and integrations thoroughly before the exam.